In our projects we spoke often about REACH. But what is REACH? Chemistry surrounds us. We use chemical substances every day in several fields, such as food, medicines, cosmetics, and farming. However, chemical compounds also present some risk, as they can be toxic or heavily contaminant. Thus, when new compounds are included in the market, it is necessary to control them. In the European Union, the institution responsible of this control is the ECHA, the European Chemical Agency. They have several regulations, including REACH. REACH stands for Registration, Evaluation and Authorization of Chemicals, and is the regulation that defines how the risks to health and environment of chemicals should be evaluated and the requirements for their registration. REACH requires registration of any product produced or imported to the EU more than 1 ton per year. The exact requirements depend on the amount of substance. The higher the tonnage, the more and stricter tests are required. Classically, toxicology has been based on in vivo tests, using laboratory animals to assess the adverse effects of chemicals. However, this leads to the slaughter of a considerable amount of animals. Thus, animal-based research's ethical and environmental implications are a topic of concern. In this sense, ECHA and other worldwide institutions are promoting the called the Triple R, formed by reduction of the use of animals, refinement of the methodologies to mitigate their effect, and replacement of animal-using methods by the use of alternative methods such as those called new approach methods. REACH impulses this principle and encourages the use of in vitro or in silico alternatives whenever is possible. In our company, we have a prediction platform, Protopred, that provides in silico predictions for several of those endpoints required by REACH. We have a ProtoReach focused modules that include models for endpoints corresponding to all 4 annexes. Additionally, we have classified the endpoints as physico-chemical properties such as boiling and melting points or solubility, toxicological activities that describe human health risks, and environmental hazards. Regarding nanomaterials, REACH also requires their registration. However, it is important to have in consideration that the registration is based in nanoforms. A particular nanoform is not only defined by its composition, which should be registered, including impurities and substituents, but also by its size distribution and requires specific properties such as the shape and surface area. We have developed a new module for Protopred, ProtoNano. In this module, our first QSAR models for nanomaterials are available. Likewise, the European Union with REACH. Most countries have similar legislation and chemical registers that are similar to REACH or even directly inspired by it, such as the Domestic and Non-Domestic Substance Lists of Canada, the Toxic Substances Control Act of the USA, the KKDIK normative in Turkey, the Australian Inventory of Industrial Chemicals, and the Existing and New Chemical Substances Regulation in Japan. So, regulation and risk assessment are key steps in the development of new chemicals, and computational approaches have an important role in its current development. For this reason, from NanoQSAR, we have developed models and a tool, Protopred, to help users to register their chemicals. And we are working in developing new models and move forward to different substances such as nanomaterials in the NanoQSAR European project. Keep connected to our social media to see the evolution.